Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Actors Are Born. Today, I'm telling you the story of a giant of cinema, a style icon, and a man of timeless charm, Gary Cooper. Frank James Cooper, whom we all know as Gary Cooper, was born in Helena, Montana on May 7, 1901. The son of British immigrants, he spent his early years on the family ranch, an experience that forged his character and his deep connection with nature. A car accident in his youth forced him into long horseback rides as rehabilitative therapy, a skill that would prove crucial to his future career in Western films. But his true youthful vocation was not acting, but drawing. He moved to Los Angeles in 1924 with the ambition of becoming a political cartoonist and caricaturist, but fate had other plans in store for him. To make ends meet, he began working as an extra and stuntman in numerous silent Western films. His writing skills and his masculine and reassuring appearance did not go unnoticed. The turning point came in 1925 when he landed a small part in the film The Thundering Herd. It was thanks to this performance and his dexterity as a horseman that he managed to get a contract with Paramount. On the advice of his agent, he changed his name to Gary, inspired by a city in Indiana, to evoke a tough and pure style. Thus began a career that would lead him to participate in over 100 films. His first major role was in the film Wings, 1927, the first to win the Oscar for Best Picture. His performance of just a few minutes was enough to capture the attention of the public and critics. In the 1930s, Cooper became the archetype of the American hero, the loyal, courageous, and honest man, ready to do anything to make justice triumph. Films like Morocco, 1930, alongside Marlene Dietrich, and A Farewell to Arms, 1932, consolidated his fame. The 1940s marked the peak of his career. In 1942, he won his first Oscar for Best Actor for his portrayal of soldier Alvin York in the war film Sergeant York, 1941. Other nominations followed for The Pride of the Yankees, 1942, and For Whom the Bell Tolls, 1943. But it was in 1953 that Cooper gave the public one of his most memorable performances, Sheriff Will Kane in High Noon, 1952. This role earned him his second Oscar for Best Actor, consolidating his image of a lonely and tormented hero. Cooper was known for his sober and measured acting style, called underplaying. His shyness and embarrassment in acting led him to minimize gestures and expressions, creating an authentic and credible character. He didn't need big gestures or shouting lines to communicate the emotions of his characters. His stage presence, his intense gaze, and his natural charisma were enough to capture the viewer's attention. He was able to convey trust and sympathy, becoming a point of reference for the public. Despite his public image as a man of integrity, Gary Cooper's private life was studded with romantic relationships with some of the biggest divas in Hollywood, including Clara Bow, Lupe Velez, Grace Kelly, and Patricia Neal. In 1933, he married Veronica Balthy, a member of New York high society with whom he had a daughter, Maria. Their marriage lasted until his death, despite numerous affairs. The relationship with Patricia Neal, in particular, created a great scandal at the time and led to a temporary separation from his wife. A lesser-known aspect of his life is his conversion to Catholicism in 1958, a journey of faith that began in 1950 and was not linked, as has often been said, to the onset of his illness. Gary Cooper died on May 13, 1961, a few days after his 60th birthday from prostate cancer. Shortly before his death, he received an honorary Oscar for his career, accepted by his friend James Stewart in a moving ceremony. The American Film Institute ranked him 11th among the greatest stars in cinema history. Gary Cooper was not just an actor, but an icon who embodied the values of the America of his time: honesty, courage, loyalty, and justice. His legacy lives on today in his films, which continue to inspire and move generations of viewers. Thanks for listening to this episode of Actors Are Born. Until next time,